And we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. About a week before the season, before round one, I predicted the AFL Ladder for 2018. So let's go back to that video and react to it basically. Let's do this. Alright, so the first 3 minutes were just a joke basically. I put Hawthorn in every position and then Boxhill Hawkson first. It was quite funny the way I did it, I feel, anyway. But anyway, let's move on to my actual predictions. Here's the actual ladder. At number 18 we have Hawthorn. No, I'm kidding, okay. At number 18, who do we have number 18? Number 18 we have Gold Coast Suns. They finished 17th, so I wasn't that far off. So that's good. I'm going to compare them, by the way. I'm going to look at each one and compare the actual ladder to the final ladder to my predictions. Hopefully I got at least some right. Maybe, I don't know. We'll check. The team, but I have a feeling that they won't do very well this season. They have a bad season, I think. Yeah, 17, pretty much. North Melbourne. Now, I like this team. I just don't think they'll go anywhere. I do hope you prove me wrong. I hope you prove me wrong and actually do better than 17th, but at the moment I think they'll finish 17th. North Melbourne, 17th. They battled for the finals for more than half the season. They missed out, but they still finished 9th, just outside the 8s, above Port Adelaide, Essendon and the Crows, and I put them 17th in my predictions. I mentioned that I liked North Melbourne, even though I'm a Hawthorn fan. This is looking really bad on me at the moment. that whole clip is looking bad on me. There's actually another clip of me saying that I like Port more than Adelaide from 2017, even though I like Adelaide more. So yeah, you could find a lot of clips on my old videos and find some bad context out of a lot of things. But anyway, let's carry on. At number 16 we have Fremantle. Again, I like Fremantle. I do like Fremantle, yes. They finished 14th, so higher than I thought, but they had a bad season, and I expected them to have a bad season, and they did. So I wasn't too far wrong. At number 15 we have Carlton. Now 15th Carlton. Well, they finished last, so I put them 15th, and I thought I didn't think they'd have a good season. I thought they'd be okay, but they were really bad. They were the worst team. I just don't see Carlton making the finals. I don't see them being close to making the finals, but I also don't see them getting Williams Spoon. I don't think they did that badly, but I'm putting them 15th, even though that sounds harsh. I'm putting them 15th. In number 14,
it wasn't harsh.
Collingwood now.
Wait a second.
It is no secret that I don't like Collingwood. My least favourite team in the AFL, but that's
True.
not why they're so low down. I think they're a good team. I do think they're a good team.
They're better than good.
They're very good to watch. Got some good players in there as well.
They are, yeah.
I don't think they'll make the finals, although 14 seems a little or very harsh. I think
it is very harsh.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do make the finals. If they make the finals, it'll be in 8th or 7th. But I don't know whether I don't see it. Although you never know.
If they make the finals, it will be 8th or 7th. They finished 3rd. North in 17th, Collingwood in 14th. Oh my days. Hopefully next year I'm better at predictions, that's for sure, because this was some of these were abysmal, including this one. I don't like Collingwood. It's true, but they are a good team, a very good team, one of the best teams in the ladder, and they're good to watch, admittedly. So yeah, a very good team that deserves to be in the finals. And if they beat West Coast, then they could be one of the favourites to win the flag. But we'll see about it. But yeah, very far wrong on this prediction. Very far wrong.
At number 13, we have the Brisbane Lions. Now, I was talking in the comment section to the SML once.
Right.
And he was talking about how to underestimate them. They could have a chance of making the finals. I guess they could, but I don't see them doing it. I don't see them actually making it into the 8.
Okay, well, I was right, wasn't I? I don't see them making it into the 8.
They had a really bad start, to be fair. They lost like a lot of games, which surprised me actually, because they got some good players in, had a good squad I felt, but they couldn't get off the they couldn't get some wins early on. They got a win against us of all teams, but yeah, I do like them as a team, so hopefully they improve with their results next year. It'll be good to see them do well, but this year, I guess, I mean, I wasn't right for the prediction. I had a prediction, but I said they wouldn't make the finals, and I was right about that at least.
I don't see it myself, so I would like to see him, just like North Melbourne, just like Randall, I would like to see him prove me wrong and just do better than I say they will. But I got the
North did.
I just don't see it.
North did.
So we have Western Bulldogs now. 2 years ago they were the Premiers.
12. They finished 13th, so that was pretty close.
At number 11 we have St Kilda, the Saints.
They finished 16th, so that's a pretty bad prediction.
Number 10, West Coast Eagles. Now they did really well last year in the finals. Well, 1 week anyway, just in week 1. They didn't come to the best game, let's be fair, but I think they will fight for the finals again, but I think they'll miss out this time.
They did more than that.
I think this time they will. I mean, they might take it to the last day, maybe, but
the only thing they took to the last day was the second place. So yeah, I was very wrong on that. I put them at the finals as well. I put them in. I can't believe I put them so low down. They did surprise me though, to be fair, but yeah. I guess I didn't realize how good their squad was. Like, they had a great squad, and I underestimated them. Because yeah, I just underestimated them. But yeah, they were great, and yeah, they deserve to be second. And them against Collingwood will be a good game. I feel like that could go either way. Even though it's in Perth, it could still go either way. So I'm looking forward to that finals game.
In 9th place, we have Hawthorn. Now you're pretty surprised by that.
I was wrong.
It's not a joke. Now, I have faith in my own team, okay? I think we can make the finals. But we also got to be realistic. Obviously, last year we were terrible. Didn't make the finals for the first time in years.
True.
Didn't make it there. And it could happen again. Now, I think we'll definitely be improved. Like, it can't be worse than last year. Last year was ridiculous.
It definitely wasn't worse.
The season. It was terrible.
It definitely wasn't worse.
A certain period, but it was still overall a terrible season. Even though we were like 2 wins away from the finals, it was terrible. But the way I see it,
that's actually a really good point that I make. I'm talking to myself here now, but we were so bad last year, but we were still close to the finals. We were still like 2 wins away from the finals, which is crazy when you think about it. Like, if we beat Richmond and Carlton in the last few rounds, we would win in the finals. So that's like, it's crazy how close we were considering how bad we were that year. But yeah, it's one of those weird things. But yeah, I said 9th because I wasn't sure, even as a Hawthorn fan myself, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it because we were so bad the year before, and I know we improved a little bit, but it just didn't give me a lot of confidence, going to new season. But I'm glad that my team proved me wrong. I'm glad I proved, because I said we might make the finals. It might have a small chance there. I hope we do. I was hoping for a finals place. We didn't just get that. We got in the top 4.
In 8th in the finals places, just about making it. We have Essendon. Now, they are a good team, of course. They made the finals last year, but didn't do too well in the finals. They got battered by Sydney, but I think they have a good chance to make it again. Number 7.
Yeah, I paused a bit too late there, but I said thumbs up to the good team thing, because they are a good team, and they should make the finals, to be fair. Like, they had a bad start, that's what cost them in the end. They improved, but in the end it was just too late. And yeah, that bad start, if they can capitalise on that, I'm sure they'll be stronger next year as well. And they could well be a finals team next year, that's for sure. They're definitely good enough. Anyway, in 7th place we have
Melbourne, the Tees. Now, last year they just missed out.
I was so gutted. I was so gutted for them, even though I don't support them. I really like them. I said this like 100 times now in a lot of videos, but I really like Melbourne. And when they missed out last year on the last day, I was gutted for them. Gutted. And now they've made it. I put them in 7th, but they finished 5th. So yeah, fantastic for them.
Melbourne, Essendon, Hawthorn, West Coast, Saints, and maybe
I named 5 teams there that I said would be fighting for the finals, to get into the finals. 2 of them made top 4. The other made the finals too. And the other 2, well, Saints finished really low down in 16th. So I was wrong about that as well.
And you could have the Bulldogs or the Lions in there, but I don't.
Yeah, no, stop talking.
Those teams will be fighting for the finals, I think, like the last 2 places, because I think the first 6 is secured. I think
this just gets worse.
regardless of the order, I think the top 6 will be what I said the top 6 is. Not in order though, it might be a different order probably, but I think that will be the top 6. It'll be a fixed top 6, and 7th and 8th will be 5 for by many teams, I think. So yeah, on to the top 6.
I was wrong
and
there.
Number 6, this might surprise you, because I really like them, Adelaide Pros. Now,
they missed out on the finals completely. They were not good enough. They were poor this year, and they finished 12th. So that was completely wrong.
we shall see about that. Number 5, we have Richmond Tigers, the Premiership. At number 4, we have the GWS Giants. Now, I think they finished there last year as well. I think
They finished 7th. So yeah, I think it's mainly because of their poor start. I think that's what cost them in the end. But they made a great comeback. Got like what, 10 wins out of 11, 9 out of 10, something like that, some sort of streak. And they had a great record, and they deservedly made the finals. So yeah, but I got that prediction wrong.
at number 3, we have Port Adelaide. Now, Port Adelaide, I think have a good chance winning the Premiership. I think a better chance than the Adelaide Pros. I think they'll be better than last year. Last year they
Technically
were good
right.
for a lot of the season, then slipped away, started losing games more often. But I think this.
That's what happened again. That's what happened like 2 years in a row now. Port started strongly. They were in the top 4 for a while, then they slipped away. It's happened again. This time it's even worse, because last year they still made the finals. This year it's even worse. They dropped out of the finals completely. But yeah, I was right about them having better chances than Adelaide though. So yeah, there we go. But I got the rest wrong.
Now, with the top 2, I was kind of debating like who would be first, who's going to be second, because I think like either one of them could. Port Adelaide could as well, to be fair. So could the Giants, even Richmond and Adelaide, they could finish first as well. Who knows?
Richmond did.
In second place, I have the Sydney Swans. Now, they're a very good team. Obviously, 2 young.
Gonna stop myself there. I had Sydney in second. They finished 6th. And well, they were in the top 4. Like even like a few weeks ago, I talked about the top 5. I was Richmond. It was Richmond, West Coast, Collingwood, Port Adelaide, and Sydney. And I think it was like round 16 or 15. I mentioned that for me that would be the top 5. It was just a case of like who would be in the top 4, but a few of them slipped out. So yeah, I was wrong about that as well. Later on in my prediction, but yeah, I said Sydney to finish second, and I was completely wrong. So yeah, another. I got nothing right. I got nothing. I literally got nothing right. I thought I'd get at least one right. I was one off the Bulldogs, but yeah, overall a poor prediction for the ladder.
Like last season, got without a bad start. I think they will actually start well this time.
They had a good start, yeah.
Finish well. I think they finished second. At number 1,
Not the
we
best
have
of
Geelong.
endings.
Now that might surprise a few people, but I have a good feeling about them. I think they will do really well and possibly top the ladder. Maybe win the Premiership. As for topping the ladder, though,
Maybe.
they don't really need to. I feel they can finish first, second, third, or fourth, because I just think that because they can't play at home in the finals, they have to play the MCG. Maybe finishing first isn't as much an advantage as it would be usually to other teams. But yeah, that's the end of that. Obviously,
There we go.
some of you are probably thinking I'm a stupid idiot. Some of you are probably thinking, yes,
I'm thinking that too.
first. Yes, my team's in the top 4. No.
Yes, my team is in the top 4. Yes, yes.
It would be funny for banter if someone like put £1 on my ladder if coming true, and imagine.
I hope no one did that.
I think I might have had a top 6, like not in order, but I think excluding the order, I think those 6 teams will be in the finals.
No, that's not right, mate. That is not right. Okay, so that was very interesting to listen to. My predictions, my old predictions. Well, everyone was wrong. Like some really bad ones too. North in 17th, Collingwood in 14th, West Coast out of the finals. St Kilda so high up, not in the finals but still high up. Geelong in first as well. I forgot to talk about that. I put Geelong in first because I thought they'd do well, and it's not just because they got Gary back. I do like Gary a lot, but I felt they had a really good squad, and I felt that they would do really well. But they struggled in a lot of games, and they lost a few close ones too. And yeah, and we beat them twice too. Like that never happens. Like nowadays, it never happens because Geelong always beat us. Like most of the time, Geelong they beat us. But yeah, we beat them twice this year. But I still think they'll be a big threat in the finals. Like, they may have finished 8th in the worst position probably, but I mean, they play in Melbourne, so it's not like they have to travel that far. And if they beat Melbourne, they play either Richmond or Hawthorn. So travelling wise is not too bad, to be honest. So, because they usually play the G anyway in the final game, so there's no real problem, is there, for them, until maybe the prelim. Depends who they can play. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But I think Geelong could still win the flag, like, from now. Like, it's a strong finals lineup. It's a really strong lineup. Like, I think any one of those teams could do something special. And yeah, may the best team win. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.